next little boat ramp. Oh,
Something else.
There's two cars.
That's not getting the best shot.
That's two cars right there. We could probably pull it out. Yeah, it's been down there a minute.
Did y'all happen to pull up the vehicles or just?
No, we dove on them.
Yeah, we just dove on them.
I got you. Awesome.
Today we traveled up to Huntsville, Alabama to search for missing person Christopher Gabriel Joseph. He went missing February 10th, 2021, so it's been about 2 years now. He was 29 years old when he went missing. And this is a case that you've been doing some more research on. You've been talking to the family about, right?
I talked to Mom a long time about this case. She filled me in on a lot of details. A lot of stuff I don't think would benefit anybody from going public with it, but you know, he did have medical condition. He was medicated, and he has gone off his medications, and the consequences were not good. So they don't know if he went off his meds again, but it definitely could have happened, and he may have had an episode.
Yeah, but apparently he left his house like right after midnight, and he didn't take much with him. No signs leading to seem like he would not have been returning home. You know, his computer was still on, but his vehicle to go missing is a 2005 Toyota Camry, a gray. So that's what we're looking for today. We have the sonars running. We got his Garmin, my Hummingbird, and we're gonna be checking along this river. This is the Tennessee River, and there's lots of boat ramps, lots of roads going up and down, lots of access for cars to be out here. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot more. But we're gonna get out here doing some sonar, and we'll let you guys know if we find any vehicles to dive on. So there's a lot of stuff out here. Like there's a big log we just went over. There's a lot of other weird objects. We're right here near this water. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a hydroelectric component, but there's a lot of stuff out here. But I don't think we're gonna miss any vehicles if we see them. So we put the boat in at a private marina we had to pay for. It does have access. I mean, I don't know if they have cameras. I'm assuming so. But we're going down this canal right now to a public boat ramp up here. And there is like access to roads all along the sides, so there's plenty of potential for vehicles to have gone in the water. So the reason we're starting in the water is because that's what we focus on anytime a vehicle goes missing. Apparently right near his house there was like a park, the Monte Sano or Sano Park, and he liked to go hiking there a lot of times, but I mean his car would have been found by now. There was some rumor about them seeing his car, but it wasn't his car. Wrong plate. It was, they thought they spotted his car, but the tag didn't match, so they didn't pursue it. I mean, it's probably not his car. It's like might not have been his pretty car. Common vehicle. Somebody swapped the tags, but we are going to be checking all the boat ramps and bodies of water just to clear them, if anything. There were some rumors about him possibly traveling to New Orleans for some reason. I don't know why. You said the mother never mentioned New Orleans. She never brought that part up. I didn't read that one, so I don't know. So I mean, she doesn't believe it, or I don't know. Sometimes the information is kind of loose on the internet that we go off of. Well, we know where he lived. We know this is the closest body to water, so we haven't seen anything yet, but we're gonna keep looking. All right, so here is the first public boat ramp. It's not a very big area, so if there is anything, it'll pop off like crazy. Just jump down to 5 feet. Yeah, I kind of feel like we're not gonna. I don't know if there's gonna be anything in here. Maybe the water's just low. I don't know. There's boats in here, so let's see if there's a car in here. It'd be easy to dive on. Jump back up to 6 feet. Definitely not the nicest boat area. There's some structures over there to the left. It's probably all this mess on the docks and everything. All right, I think we would have saw it. You think we would have saw it? I think so. Oh, that one's clear. And I think there is cameras here too. I don't know the extent if they like went around, checked camera feeds, stuff like that, you know? I don't know, because I mean, he
filed for missing person, but I wonder if like the cops took it serious, like he literally went missing, or like he just left.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't know why they were thinking he might have gone 5 hours away, drove.
I don't know. Like,
well, I guess because he had a full tank, assuming he had a full tank of gas. That's what they were going off of. You could only drive about 5 hours or so in his vehicle. So maybe that's why they're thinking New Orleans. That's a ways away though.
Well, why he would go to New Orleans? Because
I don't know why. Yeah, that's the question. Well, we'll go to the next ramp. There's the next little boat ramp. Oh,
something else.
There's two cars.
That's not getting the best shot.
That's two cars right there. Boom, boom. There might be. Oh, there's
that other one's a boat.
I think that's a truck.
Holy crap! It looks like a Kia.
Yeah, that does look like a Kia. I'm recording your screen. There's a lot of stuff right here. There's 3 cars right there. I think at least 3 cars. Yeah.
Hey,
man, and it's only 15, 18 feet.
Not bad.
I mean, that's a good shot. That kind of looks like a Bronco.
Okay. Let's go back and see if we can get a better shot. Cause I didn't get a shot. Nothing on that. Right,
we need to look for the cars, not for anything else.
Well, we can dive all of them for the heck of it. We'll definitely. Okay, so there's one. Yeah, it doesn't look like a. Looks like a Kia to me.
It might be.
There's something else to the left. I'm not getting a good shot on the other ones.
It's got a good round shadow.
I mean, what does your sonar look like? Right there's, I guess, the car.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. I don't really see the car very well.
Oh yeah, it is upside down. That one's upside down. There's another one on right over there.
So is that the one car? Just we're seeing the 2 sides of it?
We just went right. Look at that.
Yeah.
We just went right over both of them. Dude, that has to be. Oh my gosh, dude.
A Kia?
Look, that's got to be some kind of Kia. It could be a Jeep or anything, but God, it looks like a Kia. There's a car that's upside down. There's a car over here. There's another. There's 4 cars here. I really wish this thing would stay running though. All right. So we got 4 cars.
But are they potential?
Well, we know that's not him.
Yeah.
We might as well dive it just for the heck of it. The other 3, I can't tell what they are. One's upside down. The other 2, I don't think are upside down.
Well, do you want to scan everything and come back? Or maybe like tomorrow the diving? I mean, what do you...
I don't know. I mean, because we got plenty of time. We could dive these cars and get it done.
So, yeah, I mean, this is like the most convenient spot. That's like...
Scanning a mile an hour. Are you crazy? It's so slow.
It is slow.
I love scanning.
The problem is this boat wants to shut off. Yeah, when we're going
slow. I can't go a mile an hour in this thing, dude. It'll die.
It'll go fast. Great.
We're not running.
So we might have to pull the inflatable out just to mark it all, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Come back up here with our stuff. This is a public.
Yeah.
That's probably why there's so many vehicles. We can go back to the marina, and there's one more boat ramp past the marina we can zip down to just to check. But as far as convenience, I mean, if you're looking at the map, going down 320 or 231. But I mean, Huntsville, and you come straight down. Here's where we are. I mean, it's right off. And there's this other one down here, and then there's marina in the middle. So I say we zip down to that one and check marina, and I guess we can come back up here with the little boat, dive on these.
Like
all right, we just zipped down to the next boat ramp. So there looks like, I think there's 2 ramps. I want to say there's one right there, but the one over here is like the main one.
That's the one, right? I don't know. I think this is just a formality because we got 4 cars over there.
We're just clearing this. I mean,
I'm excited about the other
I don't even know if you can get in there.
I don't think there's a boat ramp in there.
I don't think there is anymore, actually.
The other one has to off.
Maybe if you can hug it real close, we can shoot in there and see. But...
yeah. Oh, that is definitely an upside down car.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
That, dude,
that's like...
that might be the first one we need to look at.
Really good shot.
That is a... But if it, well, I guess the better the shot, the older the car, right?
Still a couple years. I mean,
that's
plenty of time to build some skill up on it.
That launched off, dude. I don't think that... Well, it might have floated down. The ramp's right here.
yeah, you can come off of that because we're going against the current right now. So it makes sense why I'd be back there.
I kind of didn't think I really didn't think there'd be a vehicle right here.
It's one. I think we come here and do this first, just get it over with. And then we can go like...
I'm kind of interested in that.
Oh, you called it. You're diving.
And here's the boat ramp. That was a really good... I mean, that thing...
It just screamed hard.
That one's got me feeling some type of way.
Oh, God.
The other one's not so much for some reason. Because there's a group of them, you know? It's a common dumping ground. This is like a nice little park, and there's only one car. It's not a truck. Yeah, so we were just going down towards the marina, just kind of scanning, and there's a pickup truck right here at this point. There's like a creek right here.
Had to have come off the grass.
But you can see, you can see this thing. I mean, it's clear as day. We weren't really expecting to find one right there. Well, I don't think there's any busy people in pickup trucks that I know of, but we know where one's at.
You can see right there, I was going a little too fast, so it shrunk it down, but you can see the shadow. You can definitely tell it's a pickup truck. It even looks like the hood is pushed back up on the windshield. So yeah, that's pretty gnarly. Right there on the tip of that. So he had to come off the rocks.
Yeah.
You know, whether it was stolen or not. It must have hit that water hard too, because the hood slapped up like
Oh yeah. Alright guys, today's video is gonna be a little bit different because a lot of stuff has gone wrong and messed up. Like the big blue we were going to use to go down to the other car is having starter issues for whatever reason. So we're actually diving on the cluster of like 4 cars off this sketchy boat ramp. I'm getting ready to dive real quick. We're running out of daylight, but when you're diving, like, it's not that late in the day, it just gets dark so fast. But when you're diving, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Hopefully we can quickly clear the cars. Jeremy's out there right now. One of the things I did find interesting was it looks like 2 days ago, like a US mail truck was stolen. And there was like a $10,000 reward. How many cars are here?
Well, there's 4, but there's I thought that was that one, but there's one like right here. That's that hatchback looking thing.
That might be the mail truck.
But I got the magnet on the next car down.
Oh, okay. All right, so you marked that second one out of 4?
Yeah. There's one a lot closer, but I missed it and hit the next one, so...
Is the closest one the one that looks like a Kia or something?
Mm-hmm. On the sonar, like, I went a lot slower. I mean, it's definitely a car, so...
You think it's big enough to be like a van?
That?
Yeah.
Oh, that I don't know. I mean, it could be a full-sized...
So it could be this mail truck.
Durango, it could be anything, man. But it's definitely an SUV.
Oh, it is?
Well, I mean, it's that
well,
shape.
Yeah, it's got the shit,
It's got the hatch to it.
So there's a little bit of a current.
It's a lot stronger than I thought. Like, when I was out there, I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be a little bit more.
So I got to drop down quick. It's only 10-15 feet.
It's not bad, but I mean,
it's just all sand,
it's one
right?
of those, don't rely on the magnet.
The
I don't know how well it's on.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yep.
Dude, I'm going to take you out upstream from the buoy. And just float down to it and drop down.
So I descend into the river, and this spot, you wouldn't think it by just looking at it, but the current was really tough. It was hard to hold onto that rope, and the visibility was not amazing either, but it was just enough to be able to see the vehicles. And this one, unexpectedly, was actually a single cab truck, an F-150. The first thing I usually do is go around the wheels here, trying to see a logo. I believe it's a silver or white or gray truck. And this is the truck bed right here. So I'm going around to the rear to see if there's any decals or a tag. And look at the silt. It's so impressive. You can't even tell there's a decal until you start rubbing around. And there was no plate. And here I'm going to the driver's side window looking inside. It was down, and it appears empty. This thing's been down there for a little while. Definitely some years.
It was like a gray or white F-150, I think single cab. Window was down, pretty full of sand, but it was empty, it was clear, no tag.
Alright, what did it look like, a truck?
Yeah, I was like surprised when I saw a truck. I was like, oh, dude, that current is pretty wicked.
Was it on its wheels?
Yeah.
Been down there?
We could probably pull it out. Yeah, it's been down there a minute because like the whole emblem was like caked on, like with silt and stuff. I mean, this is the one I'm excited about.
Yeah, this is the SUV mail truck.
Dude, if I see a mail logo on the side, I'm gonna
die.
I'm gonna freak out.
So I dived down on the second vehicle that we marked, and you never really know where you're gonna pop up next to the car, whether it's on the side or the top. On this one, it was the side driver's side, and so I'm immediately looking around, looking at the ground. There's a few logs and stuff, trying to just get an overall assessment of the vehicle. And this one actually had the decal right on the side. Check this out. So it was a Jeep Cherokee. That solves that mystery. Not a mail truck. Not a Kia. But I've never dove on a Cherokee before, so the next thing I'm doing is going around checking to see if the windows are up and just if any signs make me think that there could be a person inside, which when all the windows are up and the doors are closed, that does send some red flags. The roof had a little caved in spot here just from time, but I looked inside and you can't really see it that well in my video, but it's full of mud and dirt. And I went around to the back and did have a license plate, so I pulled that off.
It's an old Cherokee. All the windows are up.
Oh.
The roof was kind of caved in. Hopefully I was recording. I don't have my case on my GoPro, so I can't tell if it's... I think it is, hopefully. Anyway, part of the roof was caved in. So I looked inside, pretty full of sand at the top. I reached my hand in to the driver's. I felt this hard, like, thing. And I kept reaching in. I'm like, okay, that can't be good. And then I convinced myself that it wasn't like a skull or something, because that's possible.
Yeah.
You know, the windows are up. But then I finally pulled it out. It was an old turtle shell.
Oh,
but no. I was feeling like a hard shell, like bone, holes in it, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's probably what it feels like.
And I pulled it out. Then I'm like, oh, is this a snapping turtle?
It was just a shell?
It was just a shell, but dude, for a second there, man, I'm not gonna lie. I was questioning a lot of things.
Why am I doing this?
I kind of wanted to save it, but yeah, it had a plate. So we can report that at least. It's getting dark, man.
What are the other two?
Where are they?
Downstream one.
They're probably gonna be old cars.
Probably. But I mean, we can clear them anyways, I guess, while we're out here.
Let's do... I mean, what do they look like on the sonar?
I mean, I got horrible shots before, but I may be able to get better on this. I haven't seen him yet since you've been down. But,
I mean, I got 2,000 pounds of air. I got air, it's just, I don't really...
Like, can you see anything?
I can see pretty good, yeah, with the light. Jeremy's finding those other vehicles out there. 2 or 4 we dove pretty quick. Yeah, that really did freak me out, because I mean, what you have to do a lot of times, you know, when you can't tell is reach your hand in there and feel around. There are snapping turtles out here, and those are the ones that I'm afraid of. There are snakes, but not down there, you know. Up here is where I'd be worried about snakes, but it's part of the job. Gosh, I wish it was earlier in the day though, but at least we can clear this area out, because this was going to be like, this was going to take longer if we both dove and everything, and the current's so bad, I don't know if we could. But tomorrow we can do some more searching, so that'll be good once we get done with this. 2 more to go.
So now I'm heading to the third car, and as you can see, it is getting dark very, very quick. It doesn't make too much of a difference when you're underwater, but I still prefer to have sunshine. Now this one I dropped down on, it was an upside down car. And I was not able to figure out what kind of car it was underwater, but I do figure it out later. When they're upside down like this, they can be a lot more difficult to check inside and get a decal. Although the plate is usually easier to get to because the rear end is sticking up. So I go around it. I do look inside. The windows are either down or busted. Nothing stood out to me that there was any remains inside the vehicle, though. Right now I'm heading around to the back.
No problem.
I did not think that there was a plate at first, but the silt is so heavy that once I wiped it, there was a license plate on this one, surprisingly.
I mean, it's been down there a minute, but...
Is it a Camry?
I couldn't tell.
Is it gray?
I think it's like white or gray. Well, that's the plate. You'll know real quick. I couldn't see. It was so it was so built up, the
Stuff?
silt and stuff.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a decal, but it was upside down. There's a little car.
Still leaving. So it's a little car.
But I got the
upside
plate,
down,
so we can
plate.
search the plate on, Epic Vanner.
Alright. There's one more car, but we're dang near pitch black.
Where? I mean, is it closer to the ramp?
No, it's the farthest away. It's down by, remember we saw a boat?
All right, it is getting really dark. I don't even know if you can see me right now. But it's only like 5:30. It just gets dark so dang early. It's really annoying, but I don't know what kind of car that was. It is a car. We got the plate off of it, so we were able to figure it out, but it's just annoying when there's so much silt. I mean, you can't see the decals on these vehicles. I know roughly where they're supposed to be, but we're gonna try to dive this last one just to clear this area so we don't have to come back here.
Got the last one marked, and it is dark as night out here, so probably because it's night. So let's get this over with for this kid. This is already dumb.
It's kind of dumb, yeah, but at least it's in like a little canal. I mean, it's not like the main river.
No. I mean, when you're underwater, it all looks the same anyway.
Yeah, but it's when you pop up, you're like,
pop up, you're like, I'm blind!
I can't see where you are. Hopefully you're
Dude,
still
I
here.
can see your light coming up from a minute. It's weird, because I can see like a halo, and I was like, oh! I guess you're shining it up or something, but it's near him. But I'm ready when you are.
So now I'm diving on the final car. I really did not feel like diving this one because it got so dark and I couldn't even see the buoy hardly. I did want to clear the area that night, so I went ahead and dove on this one. Right now I dropped down on the hood and you can see the engine there. I think the hood is gone at this point. So I'm just slowly kind of going around the vehicle, checking it out. This is actually the license plate, where at first I didn't think there was one. But then I kept feeling around, and right on the ground behind it, I guess the license plate had literally just fallen off. Luckily, the current had not taken it away yet. And here I go around to the wheels, and you can see the logo, which I did not know then by heart. I know this is an older Cadillac now, based on that logo design. It has changed over the years, but look at those wheels. Those are pretty cool.
I got a partial plate. The plate, I don't know if you can see me. The plate
Fell apart.
Wait, it wasn't even on. It was sitting on the ground right behind The spot, that car is like buried old, dude.
Been there a while.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool old, like, what's the logo? I don't know the logo by hand. It's an older car, but it's got those wing tail lights that stick out, and
Really?
it's
Little Thunderbird?
it's something cool. It's like the crown thing in the middle with the two branches going around it on the bottom.
Crown with branch. I had to look that up when we got water.
I don't know. I'll have to look at the logo. Let's get back though. All right, so it is the next day. Obviously, it got super dark on us last night, but we were able to dive on all 4 of those vehicles. I got tags off 3 of those vehicles. Here's a little bit of the clips of what the police had to say. How's it going?
Did y'all happen to pull up the vehicles or just get the
No, we
tags
dove
off
on
them?
them.
Yeah, we just
Got the
dove
tags
on them.
I got you. Awesome. Was one of them a silver Dodge Dakota by chance?
Yes.
Yeah, that was
I figured.
this one.
Okay, yeah. That's gonna be Schubert's one that he was wondering. This Dodge Dakota. It's a silver Dodge Dakota. Was that found like near the point area?
Yep, right.
Were
off
all
the point.
5 of them over there?
No,
No.
the rest of them were at the boat ramp just north of here.
What the,
Okay.
what,
Upstream.
what used to be, I guess, that
Yeah.
sketchy old boat
Yeah,
ramp.
I heard people like to ditch vehicles over there a lot.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it looks like it.
they didn't all have tags, but yeah, these 2 were on that Dakota.
Okay.
The rest
And
of
then
these were
these
at that
3?
other boat ramp.
Over there. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And that one's only missing the first number, but I assume you can go through them and probably figure it out.
do you know what was? Well, I don't know. That's a really old.
Yeah, that was an old, was it Cadillac?
You think it was a Cadillac, but it was old regardless.
I think it was an
whatever
old Cadillac,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
one of these was a Cherokee, Jeep Cherokee.
This one had the
One of them didn't have a plate that we found up there.
Okay.
There's an F-150 also without a plate.
That didn't have a tag.
Yeah.
Now you said this one like came off a Cadillac.
Yeah, like an old, I think 80s.
It might have been, but it's been there
Cadillac.
a long
Yeah,
time.
that was the oldest one.
Or recover, like do you think we'd be able to recover them, or are they kind of
I would say 3 of them are. That one,
Yeah.
the really old one, is way downstream from the
not
boat
that
ramp.
one? I need these
Yeah.
2 right here. These two possibly.
Yeah, I think these
Do
two.
you remember where they
Cherokee
were?
and F-
Yeah, the Cherokee and
Cherokee's the closest.
so that's the Cherokee. That's going to be a Stratus, I think.
Yeah,
Dodge
Stratus.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's an F-150 that's like they're pretty much in a line, but they're clustered up. The Cherokee's the
Where are they
closest.
at?
Huh?
Where are they at? The
That-
other-
The next boat ramp, like 4 minutes away.
Yeah, I don't think it's used anymore because
It's pretty beat up.
It's real rough. Yeah,
Yeah.
but were they stolen?
Yeah. Yeah, those 2 were. This case, the Dodge Stratus was like from 10 years ago, 13
Okay.
years ago, like back in 2010 actually.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's left the state. The victim has.
All right, there goes the officer, and they were great to work with. So shout out to the Huntsville Police Department, super nice, and it sounds like they may even be willing to let us come back with our record and pull out some of these vehicles. So I'm pretty excited about that. Hopefully we hear more about them, about that news, so we can. I'd love to come back here and assist in what we can. I mean, I think our record could get out at least two of these vehicles. I think we could get the 2 stolen ones.
We could definitely get at least 3 of them.
Give it a college try. Unfortunately, we were not able to find Christopher St. Joseph today. We're gonna keep looking, keep searching, come back in the area. I mean, this is a good awareness video, if anything. If you guys have boats and the sonar, out here on the Tennessee River, go out. If you find any cars, let us know, send us an email, and we'll be happy to come out and assist. We're gonna keep searching for them. That's gonna wrap up the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support and allowing us to do what we do every single week. We love you guys. We'll see you on the next one.